tower in the upright could be in trouble on this full moon.
Call it a result of your poor decisions, naive actions you take towards your very own people, you cowards.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Shattering the Illusion of False Power, a series I created in order to help people defend themselves against narcissistic energy vampires, abusers, attachment rodents, sometimes total menaces to society who don't really care if you're innocent or guilty. They care about coming after you every day to attack you, cause you problems, and put you through a series of unfair and unjustified attacks, which rewards narcissism in order to accountability shift, blame shame, scapegoat, and then totally take you down with the intention of destroying you in every aspect of your life. I not only created this series to defend myself, but to provide a framework for individuals who are under the constant attack of narcissistic energy vampires to devise a strategy to defend themselves, as I provide an example when I defend myself in these videos. It's my way of giving something back to people who never had a voice, people who didn't have anybody to stick up for them. I created Kimberly Ephone's cookbook in order to devise a strategy and plan of action against somebody who would come after me every day for no justifiable reason and refuse conflict resolution in order to conform to the lie and remain inside of the lie, to scapegoat an innocent person. And I wasn't really going to go for that or accept that. I think I deserve much better and a little more respect, but according to the mindset of the individual, it's not about what I deserve. It's not about being fair. It's about them remaining in their ego to make decisions over their emotions rather than being reasonable and fair about it. So the 5 steps in this framework are clapback, poetic justice, psychological warfare, self-sabotage, and comparison. You know, sometimes in life people just say, hey, life's not fair. Things happen and you gotta figure it out. But what if you really weren't the problem and you weren't the one at fault? It was somebody else due to their ego just feeling like you are their property and they can do whatever they want to you and they can control everybody and call all the shots and do whatever they want. If they were in that sort of energy, then it would not be your fault. But as they put you through a series of difficult situations, forcing your hand and being very problematic, okay, now you're going to play that card. And we're going to look at the 5 stages in order for them all to come together like a dance. Shut up, bitch. And their burdens are theirs to carry as always, but to insist one's downfall, an attempt to win at all cost, due to trying to destroy an innocent person, may end up actually costing you. It's really not difficult to resolve conflict or agree to walk away from a problematic situation. But when somebody refuses to do that, or a group refuses to do that, it's like, okay, congratulations, your burdens are yours to carry, and you've achieved the burden of the burdens being yours to carry. Not only will your burdens follow you, I'm going to use your own actions and words against you, and really play that card, because we need to remain in our power at all costs. I guess what we're doing is trying to bring balance to an unjustified situation. People really put us in a difficult spot sometimes. But if destruction is your bag and you require it, okay, no problem. We're going to help you manifest destruction. and belong to it. Is everybody ready? Let's have some fun, y'all. Let's have some fun. They say that laughter is often the best medicine. Let me know if I made you smile. So we're going to run through all 5 steps today in this framework in order to remain in our power and defend ourselves against narcissistic energy vampires, abusers, clout chasers, sometimes total menaces to society, and people who have poor leadership abilities with unproven methods to resolving conflict. The psych warfare is the first stage that we're going to discuss. So, in psychological warfare, we have to understand that we're in it now whether we like it or not because somebody forced us into it. It doesn't matter if we're innocent. It doesn't matter if we haven't done anything wrong. It matters due to their actions creating an ongoing problem because they love cycles. They thrive in chaos and they're dedicated to chaos. So we're going to help them achieve chaos, but we're going to see how it comes back more to us or to them and the people who follow them. So for example, in psychological warfare, all somebody does is tell lies on you and smear your name. And it may recruit haters in some cases. It may just sway people to follow whoever tells them what to do in order to stay loyal to the person above the actual truth, being honest, and the interest of fairness or justice. So even though I'm going to be forced to survive every single lie that an individual or group tells on my name behind my back without me being present so I can't defend myself in the conversation, I'm going to hold them to their actions and their words. But it could end up being bad for me or far worse for them depending on the situation. Now we're going to look at the next step, self-sabotage. Now in self-sabotage, your actions create your own problems. So the way I see it, if you're coming against an innocent person, you owe them a karmic debt. And since we have unfinished business, I'm going to attempt to help you pay off your karmic debt that you owe to me. And we need a reminder to just inform people once again that they are wrong. The judgment they cast against us is unfair, especially if it's based on a lie or deception. But if self-sabotage is the ultimate goal, we're going to help them achieve that by refusing to walk away from a difficult situation and choosing to cause problems for you rather than resolve conflict. And they want to destroy your life, they want to sabotage your opportunities, they want to smear your name, they want to ruin everything, take everything away from you. So if you're somebody in a leadership position who's doing this, in my opinion, you're a very bad leader. You're responsible for your own actions, but your emotions are overriding the ability to resolve conflict and negotiate fair and honest trade or fair deals. And it makes an incompetent problem solver, which could be very, very destructive in a leadership role. But if a resolution is required, I may help you solve the problem myself, depending on how things play out. Now the poetic justice, before we continue, is just how the lies you start telling on a person behind their back comes back to you and manifests into your life. Not only manifests into your life based on the lies you tell and the dirt you smear on someone's name, but how it manifests others who choose to follow your lead in the present moment when you're telling lies and coming after an innocent person. So regarding poetic justice, the karma you receive for forcing an innocent person's hand, all based on your own actions and lies to destroy them, makes you responsible for whatever happens to you or the people who roll with you in terms of poetic justice based on the universe listening to your lies, understanding the imbalance of justice, and our angels, ancestors, and those who came before us deciding your fate or punishment. In my case, I even view God as a connection to us all, whether you like or dislike me, whether you agree that we're all connected or not, or you even believe in a higher power. Now we're going to look at the comparison stage. The first thing we are going to evaluate is risk assessment. So there's a risk of an honest person defending themselves against a liar who creates injustices for them, versus the risk of a guilty person or group coming after an innocent person. And we have to assess what's more risky in the situation of an innocent person defending themselves or a guilty person or group attacking you. So that's a risk assessment. Now we're going to look at the battle plan. So we have an action plan of an honest person discussing strategy. Here's the action plan of a liar, devising a strategy in order to come against you. So now we're going to look at the battle plan. The battle plan of an honest person devising a strategy in order to defend themselves against a liar and somebody who creates injustices. What's more risky, an innocent person defending themselves and coming up with a strategy to use a guilty person's own actions and words against them, or a guilty person planning to attempt a setup due to something that an innocent person isn't even involved in? I would say the second battle plan is more risky than the first battle plan, because the first battle plan is an innocent person who's being forced to defend themselves against a liar, a corrupt person, and an unjustified individual in a leadership role who refuses accountability and doesn't resolve conflict. If all these stages are going together like a dance, the very final stage of clapbacks will really depend on the actions of the individual or group who come against you. Okay, so you said a series of lies about me and you smeared my name. Now I'm going to play that card. And I'm going to bring to light the lies you said behind my back as I figure them out by trying to decipher your code of being a liar and deception artist. And maybe in some cases I can use reverse psychology tactics, but I'll do it in a way where you not only look bad and your lies are exposed, but I'll take on the role of the lie just in order to expose you in my truth as you being a liar, me remaining in my truth, me being innocent, and ensuring I remain in my power at all costs, refusing to take the blame for somebody else's poor decisions and poor actions against me. So there's the reverse psychology tactics where I might even take on the role of something you said. So if you're like, yeah, that guy does this and he does that, maybe I'll mention it in the form of stand-up comedy or something, and I'll bring it back to you, but I'll also prove to you that I'm nothing you said and your burdens are yours to carry. Now in clapbacks, maybe people wanted to humiliate you, right? So we've come to understand that you really, really love humiliation rituals. You love to put people through a series of ongoing humiliation rituals. It's an ongoing cycle for you. It's like a downward spiral of you doing the most to create problems for yourself and your team, but we're going to continue anyways. Since you love humiliation rituals, we understand and we're going to really play that card. I do blame narcissism, which is how I founded this course, and I made it to defend myself against energy vampires and narcissists. These are the only type of individuals I've ever known in my life, but I also wanted to give something back to people who really need it. However, with the humiliation ritual, we understand that it doesn't matter if you're guilty or innocent, and you are innocent when a narcissist comes against you. So we understand we're in a really tough spot. The narcissist feels empowered by this, and they feel there's nothing we can do about it. but we're going to remain in our power at all costs. They love the humiliation rituals. It's understood they said a lot of lies about us. They put us through difficult situations. They put us through a series of continuous humiliation rituals. Okay, it's understood. We're going to play that card now in order to accept the psychological warfare of the culprit's ongoing mental aerobics. Only guess what? Hey, now it's your turn, and let's see how you handle it. So you had a lot of fun putting others through humiliation, right? And you wanted to intimidate them and induce fear into them. Congratulations. I'd love to play that card. Let's do it. Let's work it into our stand-up game, and I'll just provide a little example, alright? So for example, I might say something like, "Hey Mrs. Ed, sorry I can't sign your autograph today, but I know you're a fan because you keep on watching me, even though you're not supportive of what I do. But in other news, the BWC's epic fail of a hairdressing business recently just got shut down." Ooh. Now they are in the process of filing for bankruptcy. And the next 10th city that they move to is going to be like the Taj Mahal for them. So laugh now, scream later. Your burdens are yours to carry. You're gonna go from wealth to rags. I'm feeling witty, everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling witty. Somebody wipe the dust off my golden carpet. Shine my shoes today, baby. What's up? I'm sure you have a captivating God complex, as interpreted through your Instagram profile description. I'm going to check out your Instagram after you shine my shoes, and I'll tell you what. Maybe you can even call yourself an actual God in your Instagram profile, but we're going to really play that card of you using the humiliation ritual, and we're going to play on your own actions. And we're going to provide an example for the viewers to watch it unfold in real time. I hope you enjoy it, and even though we're not doing it as bad as you do it, and we're speaking in code the same way you do, we're not cowardly about it. Your burdens are yours to carry, and you came for the wrong one and you messed with the wrong one. Congratulations on your achievement. I'll see you in the next one.